Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a Killstar haul. So I know if you're subscribed to my channel, generally you like the Killstar hauls, and if you're new and maybe looking for a review of one of these pieces, kind of like a first impressions, but I will go through like the details, the quality, have a try on, and if you've been looking at these items and want to hear more about them, then this video will be for you. So if you like the sound of that, do subscribe and keep on watching. I haven't actually done a Killstar haul, I think, since January, so for quite some time, I guess. And I did pick 4 items this time. I did say in a few of my previous videos that I had kind of not gone off Killstar, but I wasn't as like enthusiastic about their new releases, but they recently had a St. Patrick's Day sale, and they also had like a hidden 30% off sale. So this is kind of why I bought these items, and some of them I was looking at last summer and they went into the sale and they were so cheap. And one of them is from their newest kind of vampire collection. So I did get 2 dresses, a top and a skirt. I will be keeping 3 out of the 4, but I will start with the newest piece. Maybe this is the one you're most interested in. I haven't seen too many photos of this one, like on people who've bought it or reviews of this one, and this is called the IMPERIA long sleeve velvet dress, and I got this in the blood colour. So this originally, when it came out, I really liked the look of it. It was, I've said in quite a few videos that I've been waiting for a really nice deep red velvet collection. They have brought out some velvet collections before and I like the style of them, but the red was very like bright red, almost like neon red, and that's not really my kind of thing. I definitely prefer like the darker vampy kind of reds. So they brought this dress out in their collection. The collection was very vampy. I also really like the skirt, and I'll put a photo on the screen. I would have loved that skirt and I definitely would have bought it, but unfortunately it had like in 4 places, 2 on the front, 2 on the back, it had these lace panels and they were completely see-through and they went like way up. So if like the wind blew the wrong way, you could 100% see your underwear through it. So I just didn't want that worry. So that was unfortunate though, because I really did like that. But this is what the dress looks like. So that's kind of an overview of it. So it does have long sleeves. We'll go through all of the details, as I said, the quality, I'll have a try on, the pricing, all of that. And this was very expensive when it came out. I think this was around £60. I don't usually ever pay that much for a dress. Their prices have definitely gone up, I feel, on their long sleeve dresses. Their short sleeve dresses are usually around £40. I feel like they've always kind of been like that, but I've always got them in a sale. So their tag is actually different. I haven't had this tag before, and it's like a Killstar planchette, which I felt like was quite cool. And then starting on the neckline is a really nice square neckline, and it has this really pretty lace frill that goes all around the chest and the neck. Really do like this detail. That's definitely what drew me to it, because I love a square neckline, as you can probably tell. And then the sleeves are quite, I mean, they're not like too fancy. They slightly puff out but not too much, and then they kind of cuff in at the end and then just go out. And this is elasticated and it does have some stretch to it, but it's not like over the top elegant sleeves or anything like that. And then it does tie in a bow at the front with a velvet kind of ribbon, and then it just basically goes straight down. So if this is the waist, like it does just kind of go down. This isn't as amazing, I would say, as I thought in the photos, and it's not the quality, because this velvet is like a really nice soft velvet. It's not crushed, but I don't really mind crushed velvet. I know some people have an issue with it, but this is a really nice soft kind of cozy velvet, and it feels really warm on as well. They do also do this dress in black if you're not into red, but this is what I mean about the colour. It kind of matches my makeup. Like I really like this dark vampy red. On the tag it says, "It's not my fault you thought I was normal." I haven't seen that saying before. It's nice that they've redone them because they were getting a bit boring. But yeah, that's all of the details. There's no details on the back or anything, so although it is a long sleeve dress, it is quite simple apart from the detail on the neckline. So £60 was quite expensive, but I did end up getting it for 42 with the discount, so that's kind of the price of their normal dresses, I would say. I got it in a size small and I'd say it fits very well, but I'd say if it was tight anywhere it would actually be on the bust, which isn't normal. Especially for me. So I'd say this fits me and it fits me well and it looks flattering, but if you're quite busty or anything, I would recommend going a size up because there's no stretch in here really, like it's not elasticated. You can adjust the waist, but because it is a baby doll style, you'll see that the waist band kind of sits very high up. It's like the classic kind of baby doll style. It does sit higher than your waist would, like it kind of sits right under the bust. That's kind of where one of the issues kind of comes. Like I usually love a baby doll style dress, but the skirt on this has so much material, and I guess that they're kind of going for a flowy kind of vibe. I'll see if I can kind of pick up the material like this side and then this. So I don't know if you can really see that, but there's just so much material on the skirt. Like this is the end of the skirt, and the issue I have with it, I will be keeping it because I do like it overall, but the thing is it kind of is flattering in like the chest area and the arms look really nice, but because the waistband is so high up it doesn't give you the illusion of a waist. And because it's got so much material, I would say it's not the most flattering dress in that way. Like it looked really nice on the model, and I'm not saying it looks terrible. Like I like it enough to keep it, but it does have a lot less shape than I thought it would. I feel like if it was a skater style dress or just the waistband was actually on your waist, it would give you that illusion of a waist and then kind of flare out and have that like really nice shape. That's typically what I go for in dresses, but this, I guess the thing is it would be difficult to put a belt with it because of that waistband. Like your belt would have to be so high up. So that's my main issue with this. Like I like it, and I'd say I really like the top half of it. It looks very pretty, very flattering, but from kind of the waist down it doesn't have much shape to it. And also I know probably a few of you will absolutely love this about this dress, but for me it is a little bit of an issue. It's a very long dress and it's a lot longer than I thought it would be. I'll do a try on and like put some photos in and stuff, but it's literally on my knees. Like you can't even see my knees really, and I know for all of the tall people out there that's probably amazing, and I know a lot of tall people struggle to find dresses within Killstar because they're too short and they're more like a top, but this in my opinion is too long. I guess they're going for that like again flowy long vampire dress, but on me it isn't the most flattering, and when things start to hit my knees I don't have much like leg between my knee, and especially if I'm wearing boots, like my legs are hardly visible and that makes me look very short and very strange. I think this dress would look really nice with some heels maybe and shoes, but this is definitely not a dress I could wear boots with. I don't know if you understand what I mean, it's a bit strange, but I always find that my preferred dress length is a bit above my knee, so much that if I bend down, like I'm not flashing anyone, but I like things to be a bit shorter, and this dress just isn't it. So although I will be keeping it, I do like it overall, but it's not as like amazing as I think I thought it would be. Like I looked at this dress ever since it came out and I was really excited that they were having a sale, but when I got it I was a bit like, oh, this isn't really what I was expecting, and it is because I am quite short, and the fact that there's so much material on the skirt that it just doesn't give me the flattering look that I think I was hoping for. Sizing wise I'd say it's accurate apart from the chest. I'd say that comes up smaller, so be aware of that. That's the first item that I got. I'd say I was like semi happy with that. picked up some of their summer stuff. I'm actually talking to my friend and she looked at this dress and then I was like, oh my gosh, I looked at this last year and I did really like the print of this. And this is called, I even like the name of it, Aloha in Hell skater dress. Again, I got everything in a small as well. This is the dress and this is so pretty. I'm so pleased that I picked this one up. I love the print. It's absolutely stunning. So it is a halter neck dress and I do have, you might remember I hauled some of their like nautical with the skull and crossbones. I have that print in this style and I love it. I do love a halter neck dress. This is exactly the same style, so if you have that one I'd say you would like this. It's very similar. I'd say the material is slightly thinner but it's still a nice thick material, like it's not see-through at all, but it's less like heavy as that dress. It does have the classic kind of, I don't know what you call this, sweetheart kind of halter neck neckline, and then the print is on the ties. Another detail which I really like, it's subtle but I do think it's really cool, is it does actually have skull buttons down the chest in black. I think they look really cool. And then it does have a bit of like cinching in there to give it like a flattering look. And then the rest of it just kind of flares out into a really nice skater dress. It's very, very flattering. Like the bust is flattering and then it really like kind of brings in your waist and then it flares out like this is my perfect kind of style of dress. And the print is basically kind of a dark floral. It's got some lilies in there, some leaves, maybe some fern leaves, and it's kind of like a, almost like a greeny grey, I'd say. It's not green, but I'd say it's more green than blue for the grey. And then it's got these super creepy skulls like hidden in the flowers. I just think it's such a cool print. It's one of those prints that's like subtle and it's like, oh, she's wearing a floral like summer dress, and then you see the skulls and you're like, oh. Like I love that kind of like subtle, but it's like still got that spooky element to it. And then it does have a zip down the back, so it's really easy to get on and off, and from when I tried it on I don't think the zip was stiff or anything like that. Like I felt like it was really easy to put on, and it does also come with a spare button. Is that a skull button? Yeah, a skull button in case one comes off of the front. So that's kind of the details of this dress. It is mainly like the print on this one. As I said, I looked at it last year, I absolutely loved it, but I think there was just other stuff that I preferred, and at the time this dress was £40. It took 20% off for like the St. Patrick's Day sale, so I think this one was down to like $19.99, and it was already in the sale, so it was probably like 25, and then it went down to like $19.99. But then they had this code called Secret 30, and that actually took the 30% off of the 20% off that was already on there. So absolute bargain. I got this dress for £13.98, which, yes, you can see why I got it. But actually I'm really pleased that I did. This is a gorgeous dress. I could see myself getting a lot of wear out of this in the summer, and I am going on holiday to Italy this year, kind of in the summer, so this will be perfect for that because it's still kind of summery but it still has the spooky element in there. So yes, I absolutely love this one. I'd say this is one of my favourite things in the haul, and I wasn't expecting that. This I kind of added on because I was like, it's £13. But actually I'm very, very impressed by this. Very flattering. As I said, I got it in a small. It fits perfectly. The length is perfect for me. It's kind of a very flattering length. Really pleased with it, and as I said, the quality of it's really nice. Like the material isn't thin. It's a nice kind of thickish material, but not as thick, I would say, as the like skull and crossbones one. trying not to do this thing where I get like the skirt and the top and the dress all in the same print. But again, this skirt was so cheap, and I could see again myself getting a lot of wear out of this because I love Killstar's skater skirts in this like style. It's kind of very flowy, very thin material, and I feel like they don't bring these out as much as they used to. I have one of these in the skull print and also the really old sun and moon print, and I absolutely love them, and I wear them all the time in the summer because they're still spooky and they're still black, but they're so lightweight. So if you see the material, they are white inside. So I know some people would probably say this is kind of like cheapy, but I love this material for summer because it's so flowy and it's not too heavy that you're just gonna sweat to death. It's in the same print, and this is called the FEELIN NAUTI skater skirt. And it's kind of one of their, as I said, one of their classic kind of skater skirts. If you're tall, it might be on the shorter side, but for me, this is absolutely perfect. It does have a really nice thick waistband as well. That's something I noticed when I put it on. Like, it doesn't have that stuff in it that like twists inside, which is so annoying, which happened to one of my skirts from them. I still can't get it out. It's so annoying. But it doesn't have that, but the waistband isn't also flimsy, so it rolls down. Like, it's a really nice thick waistband that actually stays up and looks really nice. So you can kind of see the seam line down there. And then again, it's got this really nice print of skulls, lilies, fern leaves, all of that. I would say this print is darker than this one. I think it's just the material that it's been printed on. You can kind of see this one is a lot lighter and it has a lot more shades in it than this one. But I still will 100% get a lot of wear out of these. In the summer, if I like go on holiday or it's just really hot here, I love wearing one of these with like really thin fishnet ties or no ties if it's like, you know, too hot, with a like a vest top with like the straps on it. I think it looks really pretty. And yeah, it's just a really nice kind of summer goth skirt. It does have a zip down the left hand side, so it's very easy to put on. It's very, very flowy, very nice. Material of this, I think, is that like rayon. Yeah, 95% rayon, 5% elastane, so it's got that like stretch to it. But I really like rayon things. I know it's not like the most expensive material, but I usually find them very flattering and very comfortable. So that's what this is made of. The sizing is very accurate. It fits me perfectly. Quality is nice. Obviously it depends on whether you like this material, but for me, I really do. So I did get this, and this was £10.49, so grabbed this one. Just because I didn't say the material, I'll just go through this quickly because some of you probably are interested and some of you probably aren't. But the material for this matching dress is 72% rayon, 24% nylon and 4% elastane, and I believe the velvet dress is actually cotton. The dress is actually polyester and elastane. Why would it be cotton if it was velvet? I don't know. Maybe I just had cotton in my head. I don't know. Those were the 3 items that I was really happy with. And then I got this because it was such a bargain, and I had been looking at it and I kind of added it to the basket, taken it off at the last minute, probably for the last few months. And because it was £8, I thought, okay, this is my chance to get it with the coupon. And this is called the Eternally Yours Keyhole Top. Again, I got it in a small. And in theory, it's very pretty, very kind of lacy velvet, which is, as you can tell, what I like. So the details of this is it has a high neck and it's got like lace around it, but it's not too high that it would irritate you. Like, it's a nice comfortable high neck, I would say, and it's not too tight, and it does have a button on the back there. And then what I didn't actually realise with this top is it's actually a velvet lace. I thought it was just lace. It's all made of velvet up here, so all of this is velvet. It's not actually lace, which I didn't know. And then it's got this little frill on the sleeves, and then it's got the keyhole kind of cutout, which I really like. And then the rest of the top is just a really nice, again, very soft velvet that's the same softness as the dress. It does also have a zip on the side, so you can very easily get into it. Now, I have a very similar top to this by Killstar. I can't remember the name of it. I'll put a photo on the screen because I've talked about it in quite a few other videos, but I absolutely love that top and I just wear it to death in the summer. Like, if something happened to it, I would 100% hunt and repurchase it because I just love it. It's very flattering, and I always kind of wanted another version of it, so I thought this looked really pretty. It fits very well, like I can get it on, it's very flattering again. The neck is a little loose, but I don't mind too much because I'd rather it be loose than it be too tight and be very uncomfortable. And it's actually a very comfortable top when you've got it on. Like, this looks like it would be itchy, but it actually isn't. It's very comfortable and almost quite soft. It's probably because it's with velvet lace instead of lace. However, the issue I have with it, and you probably won't be able to tell, but I'll try and show you on the try on, is the sleeve starts here, and they've done one of these like very short sleeves, so like under your arm would be there, and then they've got this really short sleeve. Now, I've got dresses from them that have this sleeve, but they still look really nice, but for some reason, and I think they've just done this sleeve a bit short, like on both of them, but they're so short, they kind of end here, and because your arm goes out a little bit more, they just make your upper arms look chubbier, in my opinion, than they actually are. I have a top in exactly this style and it doesn't look like that, and the sleeves are still short, but I just feel like there's something with this. I don't know what it is, but there's something about this that I just didn't feel like looked the most flattering, and I could tell if I had like a photo taken, that's all I would focus on. So I just figured that I would send this one back because I'm trying to be better. I know it's only £8 and realistically I could probably make it work, but I'm trying to be better that if I'm not 100% sure on something, or if something is kind of really bothering me, I know that if I hung this up, every time I would look at this I would think that makes my arms look chubby. So then I wouldn't pick to wear it, so there's no point in keeping it. So I am going to return this one, and I do have a top that's very similar. It doesn't have a high neck, but it does kind of have like a really nice lace detail on the chest, and then kind of has a sweetheart neckline with the rest of the material. I've had that top for like 7 years from Select and it's still going, so I kind of rediscovered that. So I will be sending this one back. I do think it's pretty. Again, the quality is really nice. The fit is nice apart from the sleeves. The sizing is good. Like, all of these I'd say were good with their sizing. It just has that detail that kind of annoys me. So pieces that I got from Killstar on this occasion. As I said, some of their newer pieces aren't really appealing to me. The baby creatures, I really thought they'd bring out a bat, but they didn't, and I'm just like, why wouldn't they bring out a bat? That's like their most popular one, but never mind. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments. Are you getting a little bit bored? Do you still like the new releases? Do let me know. I know it's very, very mixed. I kind of hung on to them longer than other people, I'd say, and I do like the red dress, but I'd say there's less that I like in their release. Like, that's kind of been the only thing I've liked for months now, and still it's not as good as I expected it to be. But you'll have to let me know what you think, as I said in the comments. Which one of these was your favourite piece? Did you pick up anything in the St. Patrick's Day sale or the 30% off secret sale? Do like this video if you enjoyed it, do subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye!